Good morning, everyone, and Merry Christmas from Splain Daily. It's December 25th, 2025. Maybe you're unwrapping presents right now or sipping coffee while the house is still quiet. Remember when you were a kid and found a gift with no name on it? That little mystery made Christmas feel magical, like someone out there cared without needing credit. For many of us over 45, the best memories aren't the expensive toys. They're the quiet acts of kindness. The neighbor who shoveled your driveway. The stranger who paid for your groceries when money was tight. The envelope of cash slipped under the door during a hard year. Tonight, I want to take you back to that feeling with something truly special. Stories of beloved celebrities who played real-life Secret Santa, giving huge, life-changing gifts anonymously. No press, no cameras, no thank yous expected, just pure generosity from the heart. These aren't rumors. They're verified acts that touched thousands of lives. And they remind us why the Christmas spirit never really grows old. Let's meet four Secret Santa stars whose quiet kindness still warms hearts decades later. Our first Secret Santa is the legendary Paul Newman. Blue eyes, cool charm, Oscar winner. But to millions of sick children, he was an anonymous angel. In 1982, Paul started Newman's own salad dressing as a joke with his friend. All profits, he said, would go to charity. People thought it wouldn't last. But Paul turned it into a mission. Every year around Christmas, he and his team quietly sent millions to children's camps and hospitals. One of the biggest recipients was the Hole in the Wall Gang Camp for seriously ill kids, a place where children with cancer or rare diseases could just be kids again. Paul visited the camps often, but always in a silly costume so the children wouldn't recognize him. He served food, told jokes, and made sure no child felt forgotten. To this day, many former campers say they received mystery donations that paid for their entire stay, never knowing it came from the man who raced cars and starred in The Sting. Since Paul's passing, Newman's Own has donated over $600 million, every penny of profit. That's thousands of Christmases made brighter for families who thought hope was gone. For our generation who grew up watching Paul on screen, knowing he spent his later years as a real-life Secret Santa feels like the perfect ending to his story. Next, let's head to the Smoky Mountains and meet Dolly Parton, a woman who turned her own poor childhood Christmases into a gift for the world. Dolly grew up with 11 siblings in a two-room house. She once said her favorite Christmas gift was an orange and a baby doll her daddy made from a corn cob. In 1995, after losing her father and feeling the weight of fame, Dolly started the Imagination Library. The idea was simple. Mail a free book every month to any child under 5 who signed up, starting in her home county. She funded it quietly at first, telling only a few friends. No big announcements, no red carpets, just books arriving like magic in mailboxes. Today, the program sends over 3 million books a month to children in 5 countries. Many parents remember the first book arriving around Christmas, a beautifully wrapped surprise with no return address except from Dolly's Imagination Library. Dolly still pays for much of it herself. One former recipient, now grown, said, "We were so poor I never owned a book until Dolly sent one. It felt like Santa knew exactly what I needed." For those of us who've sung Jolene or 9 to 5 for decades, knowing Dolly has been a Secret Santa to millions of children makes her even more beloved. Our third Secret Santa might surprise you. Keanu Reeves. Keanu has known deep loss. His sister battled leukemia for years, and he's faced personal tragedies that would break most people. Yet he's famous in Hollywood for his quiet generosity. In the late 1990s, during the Matrix trilogy, Keanu gave up part of his back-end profits, millions of dollars, to the special effects and costume teams. He told no one. Crew members only learned years later when paychecks arrived with mysterious bonuses. But his most touching anonymous gifts came around Christmas. For years, Keanu quietly donated to children's cancer hospitals, especially those treating leukemia. Staff would receive huge checks signed a friend or simply KR. One nurse shared a story that circulated privately. A family couldn't afford treatment or travel for the holidays. Suddenly, all bills were paid, and plane tickets home appeared, no name attached. Only later did they learn it traced back to Keanu. He's also been spotted handing envelopes to homeless people on Christmas Eve, then walking away before they open them. For our generation who watched Keanu grow from Bill and Ted to John Wick, knowing he spent decades as a real-life Secret Santa restores faith in Hollywood. Finally, a woman who made giving famous, but still kept some gifts secret. Oprah Winfrey. We all remember the cars. You get a car. But Oprah's most profound anonymous giving happened quietly. In 2005, after Hurricane Katrina, Oprah worked behind the scenes with Habitat for Humanity. She funded hundreds of homes in the Gulf region, but insisted many be given without her name attached. Families would move in to find homes fully furnished, stockings hung, and Christmas dinner in the fridge, all from an anonymous donor. Only years later did some learn it was Oprah. She also quietly paid college tuition for dozens of students from tough backgrounds, asking universities not to reveal the source. One graduate said, "I got a letter every Christmas saying, 'Keep going, someone believes in you.' I only found out it was Oprah after I walked across the stage." For those of us who watch The Oprah Show every afternoon, knowing she continued her angel work long after the cameras stopped feels like the real gift. Paul Newman feeding kids at camp in disguise, Dolly mailing millions of books, Keanu walking away after leaving envelopes, Oprah building homes without fanfare. These secret Santas didn't need applause. They gave because they remembered what it felt like to need. For us over 45, these stories hit deep. We've been the ones struggling some Christmases. We've been the ones helped by strangers. And maybe we've been the stranger helping someone else. Their quiet kindness reminds us that the most powerful gifts don't come with names. They come with love. This Christmas, may we all carry a little of their spirit, whether it's a big donation or just a kind word to someone hurting. Thank you for sharing this Christmas morning with me here on Splain Daily. Stories of real goodness like these are what make the holidays and life truly meaningful. If this video touched your heart or brought back beautiful memories of kindness given or received, please follow Splain Daily across all your favorite platforms. We're here every day with heartfelt celebrity stories that celebrate the human spirit. And tell me in the comments, have you ever received or given an anonymous gift that changed everything? I'd love to read your stories. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas. May your day be filled with quiet miracles and the warmth of knowing you are loved. Thanks for watching. See you soon.